Hey, what's up? My name is Spectacular and I want to talk to you about life in lockdown. I'm in lockdown right now, that's why I'm doing the video right here. I want to take you through a journey of different countries and how they have responded to the coronavirus or lockdown. People are being told, go in your houses, don't come out. There are so many reasons why people come out. Essential, probably they're going to a shop to buy something to eat. Essential, probably they're going to get some medicine from the hospital or somewhere. Essential, probably they're going to take care of a loved one. But besides all that, if somebody dies, you're not even allowed to bury them. We've seen in Italy a priest that was arrested. I think like 2 priests have been arrested because they were conducting funerals, you know. It's not accepted. It's lockdown, baby. If you do something that jeopardizes the life of others or your life, it's a crime. Anyway, let's start from China. In China, where the disease began from, Wuhan, they did an immediate lockdown and told everybody, go into your houses, don't come out. If you did not obey the rules, they would force you. If you were out in the streets, they would arrest you and take you into quarantine. It was up to you, choice. Quarantine, whether you're sick or not, or stay back in your homes. And then they disinfected all the streets. These are the 3 things they actually did. They did them in China, and they did them in South Korea, Singapore, and Hong Kong. What they did, number 1, mass testing. Whether you like it or not, they had to test you because this is something you have to do. I mean, they want to contain a virus. Why would you not accept to be tested? Number 2, there was a massive alert all over the radios, all over the TVs, all over the internet. They were telling people, do not come out of your houses. Now we go to Italy. So many people have died in Italy. In the month of March, 400,000 people were fined for violating lockdown. At the same time, 700,000 people were checked. They could stop you in your car and check you. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you headed? In Italy is where priests were fined for conducting funerals because funerals were banned. People were being cremated. There's no more burying people. If you lose a loved one, trust me, they're going to cremate them, whether you like it or not. Whether they made a will that stops you from cremating them because they want to be buried like full body, it's not going to be accepted. I believe if somebody dies of a coronavirus, there's no point of taking their organs. So it doesn't matter whether you have a kidney that is still very healthy or a heart that's healthy. I don't think they're going to take anything from you. Now we come to Britain. The cases in Britain have been going up and up. You know why? Because Britain in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. In the beginning, when this virus had been announced, I think from December 2019 going into January, Britain was still, laxing a bit. They had this laissez-faire kind of treatment to the virus. I think they were like, it will go away suddenly. It never went away. So it continued rising and rising. Cases kept on going and going up and up. And that's when they woke up. They said, hey, total lockdown, schools closed, universities closed, every social gathering closed. They sent out a message. They said if it's a restaurant, a bar, you got to close. Shops began closing by their own accord. McDonald's closed. They said we're not going to be a contributing factor to the disease spreading, so we want to bring this thing down, so we're going to close all our stuff. Imagine the money they're losing, man. People are not buying clothes anymore. People are not buying electrical gadgets anymore. People are not doing betting anymore because social distancing, you are not allowed to socialize. Churches have closed. All the churches, I don't think there's a church that's working, that's operating, because apparently churches are full of people that are very disciplined. They like following the law, and when they told them no more church, say God lives in our hearts. So some people are losing, some people are gaining. Profits for other entities like transport companies, they are going down. As of 1st April 2020, all the bus services within this country, those that are going from city to city, National Express, Megabus, they have been cancelled. Nobody can go anywhere. When I checked the website, because I wanted to go back to work, a few days ago the tickets were available, so I wanted to book a ticket. They were cheap, of course. But then, fast track to 1st April, when you go to National Express, the website, they will tell you, sorry, this service has been cancelled. And then when you go to Megabus, same story. So the only travel you can get within your city, shorter distances. That's life in lockdown. Something else in Britain that I never told you. The British authorities are actually fining people £30. If you don't follow the rules of lockdown, £30, they'll fine you. What are the rules of lockdown? Don't go out unless it's necessary. The only time you need to go out is when you're going shopping, is when you're going for medical supplies, or you're going out for exercise. Any other kind of travel. If they find you, the police stop you and they realize you're not within the confines of lockdown, within the permitted travel, they'll fine you. They're going to fine you £30. If you fail to pay, criminal proceedings. However, the authorities have told us people are willing to obey, but we are going to get through it. Of course, you know, there are people that don't want to follow the rules. There are people who want to do what they want to do because they feel that's the way they need to live their lives. The good thing about Britain, they use heavier fines for people and not bodily harm. Now, this does not apply to the next country that I'm bringing to you. I don't know if it's because of the people in the country or it's because of the leaders. I'm not a judge of anything. But in Uganda, capital city Kampala, Uganda is in East Africa, people have been rounded up and roughed up by the police, caned. The security operatives are saying they are enforcing a presidential directive. The directive is without discipline to me. I think the discipline is now coming back, but in the beginning, people were being beaten. As Uganda is busy doing all that, the same thing was happening in India. So India, we have security forces as well, beating people, telling them go back in your houses. I don't know whether this is very effective to beat up people or to impose fines, because bodily harm, no. Those countries have responded to lockdown like that, and they're saying if they told you to stay inside, you're not staying inside, it's your problem. We're gonna whack you until you learn. But roads have been closed. Right now, the bad guy is the person who is getting out of their house when they're supposed to be in lockdown. Anyway, we're still in lockdown, and many people have reacted differently to lockdown. Some people are doing videos like me. You can do videos like me. People have talked about possible solutions. I believe if we put all of them together and do them, probably we can have a massive impact. I mean, we're not gonna just sit here. Everybody's saying this cannot cure, this cannot cure, this cannot cure. But then there are suggestions, there are things that have worked for some people. Probably they can work for us if you can do all of them. I mean, what's the point if you don't try? You gotta try something at least. If I had the coronavirus, thank God I don't have it, I would try every possible solution that I've been given. I would pray, I would fast if I need to, I would visit the doctors. If they tell me to come, get some medication, I will get tested. I will stay at home if that's what they've told me to do. But still, if I'm staying at home, I'm not just gonna wait because some people have died. I have to do something. Anyway, I'm gonna see you next time. Have a peaceful lockdown. Probably we see each other at the end of the tunnel. Love you all. Love you very much. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, The Spec Television. Click the notification bell. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, there's a red button down there. Just click on it. Love you all. This is spectacular. Peace out.